All right, guys, old school Will is here again. Bringing you another one of those fantastic topics I ran across. Seems though a lot of people up in arms behind these high costs of fast food. I used to be a Whataburger guy myself, but when I noticed prices started going up a year ago, well, less time than that, I kind of cut back on my Whataburgers. To me, it didn't seem right to go through a drive-through and pay more than you would if you went out to dinner. If y'all hadn't figured it out by now, folks, this is just outright greed. When there is no longer any kind of oversight on somebody watching what these morons out here are doing as far as getting rich off of all of us overnight, this is the end result of it. And believe it or not, it's only going to get a whole lot worse. So just like what we did with Target, it's time for us to cut back and say enough is enough and hit them where it hurts the most. And the only place you're going to hit them where it hurts the most is in that billfold, those profits. When you stop visiting these establishments and spending your good hard-earned money and giving it to them we don't even know what's in this food anymore on these fast food lines from all the stuff I've been seeing on these social media sites. Really makes me wonder. So I decided although food prices are high, it's still cheaper for me to come home and make my own meal than it is to throw my money at these big corporations who don't give a, I was sorry to say something, who don't give a crap about us. So, like I said, with what we did with Target and soon to be Walmart, it's time to start hitting these restaurants in the back billfold. So, can't say it can't be done, folks. Target is crying for us to come back now. Ain't gonna happen. They showed us what side of the fence they're on, along with a lot of these restaurants now that are showing us. You know, this is what they used to call back in my day the Robin Hood effect. Old Robin Hood robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. We got a reversal going right now. We're robbing from the poor and making the rich richer. So with all that being said, folks, and if you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and share and all that other good stuff. We got well over 600,000 views. And believe it or not, only about 5% of you guys are subscribing to the channel. And every day, Old School Will is coming up with some new topics to talk about. So if you will, just hit that subscribe button. It costs you not one copper penny. It really helps me on my algorithms or whatever you call that name, and really it makes me look good. You folks make me look good. We're getting close to 80,000 subscribers, folks. Why don't you be a part of that 100,000 when we hit it, hopefully by the end of the summer. I would really appreciate you being part of my podcast. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's start taking control of our own lives and stop giving up our hard-earned money. You guys stay blessed out there and try to keep your sanity intact. We're going to get through this.
Top 10 fast food items that are seriously overpriced. 10. Chipotle's guacamole. Despite the high cost of avocados, Chipotle charges a 285% markup for guacamole, making it an expensive add-on for a fast food chain. 9. Papa John's veggie pizza. This pizza is highlighted for its high cost, especially given the 525% markup on vegetable toppings, making it more expensive compared to other pizza chains. 8. Flame-grilled burgers. The video criticizes fast food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Taco Bell for using fake grill marks on their meat, which is often mass-produced and cooked with hot air, not an open flame. 7. Anything with fish. Fast food restaurants often pass off cheaper fish as more desirable species, leading to overpriced and potentially misleading menu items. 6. Panera's pasta. The video reveals that Panera's pasta, including its popular mac and cheese, is not made fresh in-house, but is instead re-thermalized from frozen, questioning the high prices charged. 5. Five Guys burgers. Five Guys is criticized for its high-priced burgers, with a meal costing nearly $18, despite the burgers being fresh and customizable. 4. Panda Express. The video points out the high cost of Panda Express's fried rice, which is significantly more expensive than making the same dish at home. 3. Salads at fast food restaurants. Fast food salads are marked up by about 280%, making them a pricey option compared to making salads at home. 2. Fountain soda. The video highlights the huge markup on fountain soda, with restaurants charging significantly more than the cost of the soda itself. 1. Starbucks coffee. Starbucks is called out for its high prices, especially for basic coffee drinks, which are marked up by almost 3,000% compared to making them at home.
So I saw this post on Instagram saying that Shake Shack was the most overpriced restaurant food chain in a new study. And it made me think, what other restaurants do people and even I think are crazy overpriced? First one's gotta be Five Guys. Although this burger next to me looks completely immaculate, Five Guys is way too overpriced. Like $20 for a regular size sandwich and some fries, and it's not even all that great. It's good, yeah, but it's not gonna extend your life circle or anything. The price doesn't match what you get. The amount you guys will spend on some undercooked cookies to me is crazy. And half of them in the box aren't even that good. It's mid to decent at best. It's not better than Insomnia, I'll tell you that. Again, very overpriced. These people think they can give me 3 pieces of chicken and charge me nearly $20. I don't think so. Chipotle, as much as I love it, has become crazy overpriced. Why am I paying $5 to $7 for a queso? Really?
Hey you guys, I just want to be clear that I did just spend $30 on Shake Shack in the Istanbul airport, and all I got was a double shake burger, which I already ate, and a small fry. Charged I think $7 for 2 little packets of ketchup. I'm not mad about it. Sorry if it seemed that way. I'm not. Best money I've spent probably in a while, because you know what? You really cherish every bite.
What is up, guys? Look, I'm here at Starbucks, right? Starbucks. This tiny little fucking sandwich, $5. $5 for this tiny little sandwich. And when I go home, I'm probably gonna still be hungry. It's called the bacon Gouda, right? The bacon Gouda SDW. Dude, what the freak? I don't think next time I come to Starbucks, I don't think I'm gonna buy a sandwich anymore. I'm not buying a sandwich anymore. Screw that, man. I'm just gonna get me the vanilla shy, and then when I get home, I'll make myself a sandwich, a big sandwich with freaking cheese and salami, dude. This little thing doesn't do anything.
Popeyes, I have beef with you because really 8 pieces of chicken with 1 side and 4 biscuits for $30. Are you insane? Are you nuts? Who is that feeding? What family is that feeding? And half the time your food is over greasy or cold. You fast food chains, you guys,
We're not happy. Not happy anymore. We weren't happy. Then you pay. And you find out that In-N-Out has raised their prices too. Like the other food places. Everywhere is raising their prices. I used to pay $8.39 for a while. Then it was $8.71. Now it's $9 even. Of course I'll probably come back. But how am I ever going to survive this crisis? Which is one thing after another.
I need pictures of your fast food menus. I need to know what other people are paying. I live in Southern California and I just tried to place an order for a Taco Bell quesadilla, just a plain cheese quesadilla, and it was almost $13. It was actually cheaper for me to buy the ingredients and make 4 of them myself with bigger tortillas than it was for me to order one from Taco Bell.
Rising prices at Five Guys making some customers lose their appetites.
So, that was my video on the first clip on that Today Show Five Guys for fast food. I went to Five Guys with my 2 teens. It was myself, my son, and my daughter. And I spent $52. Let me recap what I bought. I bought a little cheeseburger, a regular cheeseburger, 2 small fries. I got myself a large drink and people were flaming me for that. I went because my husband had got me he went and got me a raspberry Coke from there. I was so excited to try the raspberry Coke. That's the whole reason why we went. It wasn't particularly to get Five Guys. I wanted the raspberry Coke. They were out, but I got a large drink because I did not know that they didn't have it anymore. So shame on me. But also, I didn't know that you get free refills. Had I known, I would have got a small, but I did get a large. And then 2, I don't know if I said the 2 small fries. And then I got my kids each a small chocolate milkshake. So 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 milkshake, and drink. $52. 4 of that was because I tipped. Why did I tip? Everybody was shaming me for that. Because you're right. I don't feel like at a fast food place, you should have to tip. You shouldn't. But the guy literally asked me, are you going to leave a tip? I didn't know it popped up on there, and I guess he was like waiting. And I was like, sure. 10%, that was $4, I guess. Whatever I picked, it was $4. So yeah, that's why I tipped. So it was $52 total. For that, we could have gone to Red Robin. We could have gone to a local restaurant in our town, the Causeway, and got a burger and amazing fries for $13. $13. This, I paid for my son's burger. It was like $12.89 or 12 something. Almost $13 for just a burger. Not the whole meal, not fries and a drink. Just the burger. So I don't know how Five Guys, I don't know, like, you would think they would want to have, if they're going to have everything a la carte, you would think they would want to have the prices a little bit lower to make it affordable so where people can come. Because for the amount that I paid, I could have gone to a restaurant, and I should have gone to a restaurant, and then people were saying, oh, you should have just left. I'm not going to leave after I ordered the food. I'm not going to do that. I ordered it. I paid for it. Yes, I paid for it. Yes. Am I an idiot? Probably. All right, probably. But I did. However, it's not just Five Guys. Anywhere you go right now, you are paying so much more. And I understand you have to pay for labor. I understand food prices have gone up. And yes, because I make videos about that, I know that. But it just goes to show when you spend $50, not even for 4 people, not even a family of 4. And if I had more kids, I don't even know what I would do. I would have probably fainted had my bill been any higher. I just don't understand how people are supposed to go. A lot of people in my video were saying it's a treat to go. And yeah, when it's that expensive, it literally is a treat, because am I gonna go and spend that much money to eat there again? No, absolutely not. I've not been to a Five Guys in like 10 years. Absolutely not. I probably won't ever go again because I'm not going to pay that. I would rather make a homemade burger. I make really good burgers. Or like I said, go to our local restaurant where I can get a burger and the most amazing truffle fries for $13 together. I could just get a water. There you go.
Restaurants and fast food places have lost their minds. Absolutely crazy. This is my total from the Papa John's app yesterday when I was trying to order for our family a single large pizza, 3 toppings, a single cheese pizza, medium, just cheese, breadsticks, and a 16 count of wings. This is before tip, guys. $98.86. Are you kidding? Like, how do they expect us to live with these prices? This is insanity. Little Caesars, $6. Ready to go. Just go grab 2 of them right there. Walk in and be like, hey, I need a couple hot and ready. Oh, we got a pepperoni and a sausage. Take them. Thanks. Not as good as Papa John's. $12. Look at this. You can't get anything anymore for a reasonable price. I'm only going out to eat at local places now. We got a bowling alley down the street from our house. It's got a diner on the front of it. I can get 2 bacon cheeseburgers, fries, 2 shakes, $20 out the door. This? Nobody's paying this for 1 large pizza, 1 medium pizza, breadsticks, and 16 wings. $98? Papa John's, you have lost your mind. I know Shaquille O'Neal is a huge investor in them. Shaq, you still have some sense. Tell them they have lost their mind. These fast food places are in the media. Their CEOs talking on TV whining about, oh, we outpriced ourselves for the average consumer. You outpriced yourselves for everybody. This is why all your stocks are tanking. Nobody can afford this on a Saturday to have some pizza with their family. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. But, like, all of you places have got to be more reasonable. These little local places, whereas everybody I know is starting to eat right now. Little Mexican place down the street, get a couple tacos, couple margaritas on a Friday night, walk out of there, 40, 50 bucks, decent bill, no problem. You can't eat out anywhere right now. We went to Cheesecake Factory a couple weeks ago, special occasion, 2 people, 2 appetizers, 2 plates, 2 drinks each, $160. I won't be back. I love Cheesecake Factory, favorite place to go out and eat. Won't be back for a long time, not unless it's a very special occasion. People can't afford this anymore, guys. So I get that a lot of places are these full and popular areas, but for most normal people, like, y'all are going to have to start cutting the prices back because people cannot afford this stuff. This is why everybody's eating at home. It's going to get worse for these restaurants. More chains are going to close. You see them in the news all the time. Oh, we're really surprised. It's been a popular restaurant for years, and now we have to close. Yeah, because you guys jacked the prices 40, 50% on people that can't afford it. It's got to get more reasonable. People are just going to have to eat at local places because these fast food places are completely out of control. Let me know your thoughts.
Please tell me why I just went through McDonald's to get a Diet Coke. And I was on the phone with my husband while I was ordering, and he's like, wait, you're at McDonald's? Get a filet of fish sandwich. He's like, get me 2. It's Friday and Lent at McDonald's. We're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch, and then we'll make something else for dinner. So, whatever. I ordered 3 filet of fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off. Pull around, order 3 filet of fishes, not the meal, just the sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? And I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 filet of fishes on Friday during Lent at McDonald's. I'm not crazy. I sat there and blinked my eyes, and then I just pulled away because I was so angry, which probably was rude, but like, $17 for 3 filet of fishes at McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
I'd like to know on behalf of, well, everyone, why McDonald's is just as much as pretty much any sit-down restaurant. It cost me $48 to eat at McDonald's, and I ate at Texas Roadhouse for $55 the other night with all of my family of 5. Excuse me, but no. When are things going to go back down? Because this is ridiculous. How are people surviving? Because $48 for McDonald's. And before y'all come at me and say, oh, well, there's an app. Well, guess what? That app works literally half the time. Or is there some trick because I can never get my McDonald's app to ever work? So there's that. We need to go back a couple years because I don't know how people are affording to live. I don't know.
McDonald's, you come sit your trifling behind down. Who told y'all was that good to be charging that much for y'all food? Y'all supposed to be good for the price.
McDonald's is acknowledging it's time to put affordability back on the menu and add more options to its dollar menu. Its stock took a hit this week after the fast food giant reported a recent drop in visits by its key customers who make $45,000 a year or less. And a lot of people have taken to social media to complain about it.
This is $3 worth of food. This hash brown, which I think used to be 2 for $1. This, for reference, is a potato, which you can get 4 to 5 pounds of these for $3, $4. Something doesn't seem right here.
People go to McDonald's because it's fast, it's reliable, and it's affordable. And for many Americans right now, they're saying that's just not the case. Prices for a hash brown are $3, quarter pounder with cheese, a meal, $12.80 in Brooklyn, New York. And in Darien, Connecticut, a Big Mac meal is $18. They have said that they've had to raise prices by 10%, and that is largely because of food costs.
I look at how much money I spent on food, and it's a lot more than I expected.
This is the Big Mac and McChicken for like $4. It's a lot.
And now you're getting what for $4?
I just got like a Coke and some fries.
Over the past year, the price of fast food has soared 4.8%, far outpacing the rise of grocery costs.
To make their menu more affordable, McDonald's is now considering adding a new value meal.
Can I have one McChicken, please, one medium fry, and one medium Diet Coke? Right now, all of this costs $8. And to give customers relief, McDonald's may soon make it a $5 value meal nationwide.
A price that customers haven't seen in a decade. Analysis from Finance Buzz found a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese meal has more than doubled. Taco Bell's beefy 5-layer burrito spiked 132%, and a Chipotle barbacoa burrito is 87% more expensive.
For a typical restaurant operator in America, 1/3 of the sales dollar you pay goes to cover labor, and another third goes to cover food costs. Unfortunately, menu prices have to move up in correspondence.
And business is hurting. KFC reported slower foot traffic, and McDonald's missed profit expectations for the first time in 2 years.
I remember when I was younger, there was the dollar menu that they had.
Yeah. While customers are nostalgic for a dollar menu, they'll take the next best thing.
I think a $5 value meal sounds really good.
You know, I get that we shouldn't expect much from fast food. But what I'm about to show you is a joke. Even for McDonald's standards, what is this?
Okay. I was gonna make a video on this McDonald's Happy Meal with Pokemon cards. But tell me why the fuck, excuse my language, why the fuck are McChickens $4? What type of bullshit? It's $3.89 plus tax. There's $4 fucking for a chicken set. This used to be $1. I'm pissed.
Fast food prices are about to change forever. Imagine this. You're in line at Wendy's for a Baconator, and the price jumps from $8 to $14 before you even order. Would you stick around? Dynamic pricing is everywhere. Plane tickets, ride shares, and now even fast food. Wendy's plans to roll it out in 2025. But does it belong in fast food? Let's explore how it could change the way we order our meals. Basic economics says prices shift with supply and demand. When demand is high, prices rise to maximize profits. When demand drops, prices fall to attract customers. So let's bring this to your local Wendy's. Right now, a Baconator costs the same at 11 a.m. as it does at 11 p.m. But with dynamic pricing, the Baconator might start at $8 in the morning, jump to $10 by lunchtime, and hit $12 during peak hours. Some customers storm off, grumbling about the price hike, while others clutch their wallets and stick around, determined to savor their $14 burger masterpiece. So who wins here? Wendy's profits, for sure. But what about the customers? They're left wondering if their love for a Baconator is worth the price tag. Would you pay $14 for a Baconator, or would you walk away? Have you ever experienced dynamic pricing? Let me know in the comments.
Fast food prices are about to go up.
Wendy's will be price gouging soon. That's right. They're going to pull an Uber and introduce dynamic pricing so their prices can fluctuate during the day depending on how many people are in line. Now, thanks to the worst food inflation that we've seen in years, Wendy's recorded record gross and operating profits last year. But that's not enough. Wendy's wants to find ways to raise prices even further and squeeze consumers even more. Wendy's will be the first fast food restaurant in history to implement dynamic pricing. Wendy's management decided that since they couldn't be the first in anything else amongst fast food companies, like food quality or customer satisfaction, they might as well outperform all other fast food companies in figuring out ways to screw over their customers. And you can bet that other fast food companies are going to play follow the leader if this move works out. The entire fast food industry is watching Wendy's rollout of dynamic pricing very closely to see how it affects Wendy's profits and customer demand. If there is no significant consumer backlash from Wendy's move, expect every other major fast food company to roll out its own dynamic pricing strategies in short order. Now, my recommendation for Wendy's would be to scrap this strategy because consumers are suffering badly enough. American consumers are spending more money on food now than they have at any point in 3 decades. Wendy's, you would do well to find a way to improve your product quality and make your customers happier, because I don't foresee that anyone will be happy with this move. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories on tech, the economy, and jobs.
Never in my life did I think I would ever be spending $40 on fast food. I ordered a meal for myself, my fiance, and a kid's meal for my toddler. It came to $37, Wendy's. $40 on fast food. Gotta love 2024.
Ever since the California fast food industry raised their minimum wage to $20 an hour, Wendy's has changed theirs prices and raised it 8%, Chipotle 7.5%, Taco Bell 2%, Starbucks 7%. Guys, stop eating this fast food crap anyways. It's not good for you, and it's not good for the wallet. With all this stuff going up, the price at the grocery store is going to go up, gas is going to go up, everything's just going to go up. Stop buying this stuff. Raise your own animals. Grow your own vegetables. Come on, you guys can't afford a $20 fast food meal. That's crazy.
Well, apparently Chipotle is raising prices for the 4th time in 2 years. It could cost around an extra $1 per meal. Now, we've already talked about this on this channel, how mid-level food is basically out of the equation right now. Places like TGI Fridays, Applebee's, stuff that isn't really much better than Chipotle, if not at the same quality as Chipotle, but it's also not as good as a place like Ruth's Chris. And with so many people looking to save money and go to a place like Chick-fil-A, go to a place like Chipotle, instead of going out to dinner at one of the more expensive mid-level restaurants, seeing Chipotle raise prices again, pretty disheartening. It pisses me off because I know here at my locations, they never have fajitas. They don't even have all the, like, they're slashing their service. Now they're still charge more money. It goes to show things getting more, and it's never back to where it was.
So I just got 2 footlongs from Subway. $26. $26. $13.50 a piece, bro. Do you remember the days when it was $5 footlong? Like, what, 7 years ago? That was my childhood, bro. I grew up on the $5 footlong. $26 for 2 sandwiches? Like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? God, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Y'all better enjoy this bite because this is legit a $5 bite at these prices, dude. Bro, I could get the ingredients and make these sandwiches. I can make 30 of these things. 30 of these things for $26, bro. Probably more. Probably more. I mean, it is hitting, though. But yeah, bro, what are we doing? $26. I haven't been to Subway in forever. I pulled up to the cashier. She's like, your total's $26.50. I just looked at her. I paid it.
$20 for this hot dark brick. $20 for this.
Yo, tell me why I'm making dinner, right? My roommate comes home and he brings his girlfriend with Five Guys, burgers, and fries. He asked me, how much do you think this was? I guessed $23 or something like that, right? He said no. So I'm like, 30? No. Tell me why to get Five Guys for 2 people, $41? What? Mind you, I got this nice little fish and potatoes thing going on. I'm about to eat good. It absolutely disgusts me how Five Guys and a lot of other fast food places are charging these prices these days. Like, are you kidding? Can you even afford to have a girlfriend anymore if you're like a normal dude? Like, what the hell?